Hello everyone and welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson and apologies as I adjust my lighting. I hope you are doing well today. If you are new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to make any requests for your personal well-being and healing. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests. If you're returning, welcome back and thank you for your ongoing support. And if you're watching this as a pre-recorded video, if you want to skip ahead to just the healing, begin your journey at about the 1 hour mark or where you see the lights begin to shift. Thank you so much, all of you, for being here, and I hope that things are going as well as possible. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you want to schedule a one-on-one healing or tarot reading, or if you want to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description, as are all of my social media and my email newsletter. And, ooh, it looks like we have a Gertie wanting to visit us. Hey, Gertie. You want to come up? Is that a yes? Is that a yes? Say hello. Yes. See, you can sit in my lap while I do this. Oh, yes. Now we're a happy cat. If the cats aren't happy, not much is happening. So let's go ahead over, start building that beautiful crystal grid. And before I get too deep into anything, Chris, happy birthday. Thank you so much for letting us know so we can celebrate you through this live cast. And I'm so happy to have you here. Happy birthday. I will not sing. I will spare you all that. Okay, fantastic. So we're getting things started off with our beautiful copper spiral, which helps to break down different types of blockages and can be really helpful in just getting the optimal flow of energy going. And right here we have a mirror, just, coated a little bit so it doesn't quite reflect the lights back at all of you. But generally, mirrors are great for reflecting and deflecting any kind of negative energy. Keep the space nice and copacetic. Let's see if we can also turn some lights on. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, awesome. And awesome. There we go. So let's start taking some requests. So far we've got Violet Integration and Chris on board. Happy Wednesday indeed. Happy Wednesday indeed. Okay, so Violet Integration, intention of help with migraine, good lunar eclipse for all of us, and to surrender to what is. I love it. So let's go ahead and definitely do some migraine help. I'm going to get some pink tourmaline, moonstone, and surrender. That's definitely the vibe of this one too. For surrender, I feel like I've got a couple of good ones there. So let's start with that headache, that migraine you've got going on. My favorite for migraines is pink tourmaline. It's really helpful for those. It's, in addition to being helpful with things like migraines, this is superb for every kind of gynecologic issue there could possibly be, as well as nerve pain and neuralgia. This is also really helpful for hormone balance, regardless of gender, for mom and baby bonding, for dispelling negative issues around our self-appearance and starting to love ourselves a little bit more, and also for muscle weakness. So that is pink tourmaline. So we will start by just sprinkling that in the center here to assist us with making the most of the lunar eclipse in Taurus. Let's go ahead and bring in some moonstone. Very helpful for anything and everything that has to do with the moon. When we talk about lunar cycles like full moon, new moon, all the way up to like things like eclipses and energy like that, no matter how you're working with the moon, this is a stone that can help empower that magic. It can help you make the most of it. It can also help you to just sort of feel the vibe of it a little bit more so you can work with it. This is very helpful for connection to not only the lunar cycles, but all rhythms and patterns within nature, including divine timing and trusting divine timing. It's wonderful for connection to the divine feminine, very protective of women. Wonderful too for protection during travel, releasing patterns, superb for intuition, and really anything that you would put in kind of the category of the tarot card, the High Priestess. This is connection to ancient wisdom and secret information, things like that. So that is Moonstone. And yeah, we are definitely, and I'll just put those there for now. Next, for Surrender. Hi, Richard. Honestly, I don't know how one changes their name on their profile, to be honest with you. I'm sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. But that's one level of tech that I don't understand within YouTube. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I know. The only thing I can suggest is maybe beseech the great Google. I don't know, but yeah, all the best to you though. Feel free to let me know if there's anything else I can do to help. But yeah, welcome in. Let's see. We've also got Malachite. This is helpful for surrender in that this is one that helps us leave things in the past and not drag them with us. This is a stone that can help us to really process deep emotional turmoil, pain, and anything that we are inclined to wallow in. Processing is totally healthy, wallowing a little bit less so. So this really helps us to move through things that are emotionally challenging. Also really helpful for pain, inflammation, particularly in relating to arthritis. It's also fantastic for phobias, especially fear of flying, and for certain things around anxiety too. So that is Malachite. So I hope that that's helpful. Another one for surrender, because this is helpful for leaving things in the past. Another one for surrender is definitely Amethyst. Amethyst has this wonderful energy of supporting you in making changes, but also helping you to accept when something cannot be changed, and it's a matter of moving through it, accepting it. This is why this stone is very much aligned with things like the Serenity Prayer, so recovery from addiction, particularly in 12-step programs, but certainly not just 12-step programs. This is really an embodiment of the Serenity Prayer, to change what you cannot accept what you cannot change, and the wisdom to know the difference. So this can be very, very helpful with accepting what is, surrendering to what is, and moving forward. Sylvia Haas, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. It's really good to see you. Let me know if you have any requests, and I will reflect it in here. Awesome. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help Violet integration. Let's see. Let's bring in some of Chris's requests. So let's bring in Rose Quartz, Carnelian. We already got Moonstone. Rose Quartz is incredibly helpful for recalibrating our heart center, allowing us to open our heart to new things, to deeper experiences of love. It's also really helpful for healing barriers to unconditional love and to love in general. This is a stone that says you deserve more than you think, and it helps us to gently expand our heart center to hold that absolute loving and nurturing energy. If you find it difficult to be in a relationship or to feel close to other people, rose quartz is a really beautiful stone to work with. Carnelian helps with relationships across the board, but especially the close relationships. So this can help in, say, a workplace or with housemate dynamics, but when it comes to personal, close relationships, carnelian is wonderful. This is especially helpful for romance, for fertility, for sexuality, sexual health and well-being, and for anything related to healing wounds, as well as cold and allergies. Also really helpful with attracting your spiritually significant relationship, whether you call that a soulmate or a twin flame. This can be very, very helpful with attracting that. Actually, so can moonstone. Moonstone can be very helpful for attracting your perfect balanced romantic partner. So we'll put those together. Good stuff. And I will get to everyone's requests today. So let me just keep on moving down. I'm going to grab a couple more. Let's get some emerald, some rhodochrosite. So rhodochrosite helps with connection to like mom energy. It's wonderful for things like healing any kind of maternal wounds, any kind of mom stuff. Also great for mother-baby bonding in the case of newborns. This is another one too that can also help headaches. So violet integration, this is really helpful for stress headaches. Also great for asthma. But if you want to work with it in a more intuitive capacity, it really helps to empower things like channeling, mediumship, telepathy, and especially connection with our ancestors and even deceased animal companions. So that is rhodochrosite. Okay, there you go. And emerald can help with lungs, bronchitis, asthma. The whole cardiopulmonary system can really benefit from this. Also a really wonderful stone for healing skin and tissue, and helps to restore confidence about our appearance. Oh, bye, Gertie babes. Okay. Wonderful too for sort of reigniting the flames of passion and excitement when it comes to things that are important to us, whether it's causes, soul purpose, your job, different things that you're involved in. If you feel just sort of like a case of the blahs, emerald can help that out too. So let's bring in some emerald. And this is raw emerald. And I'm going to keep going back to Chris's request too. And Laura, for Laura, definitely so everything I do is really like a complementary kind of care. So everything I do can potentially help. Nothing's a replacement for anything else. And I never promise to like cure or fix things just because that would be a little dishonest. If a miracle happens, let me know, but I'm not the one that made it happen. I hope that's clear. But as far as supporting like health around seizures, there's definitely some stones I can add, and I'm happy to add for you. Definitely first one is what's already here, malachite. This actually has an indication for seizure disorders, whether it's independent one-off seizures as a result of something else, or if it's a part of like epilepsy or something like that. Malachite's thought to be helpful. And other things that help the brain in general, including like tics and spasms, but also like just neurological stuff. Let's see. Looking for pyrite. So yeah, the first stone I would have grabbed for you is malachite, which is already there, the one I just explained. The next is pyrite, and this is also one that Chris requested. So pyrite we use for lots of things here. This is really helpful for manifesting financial abundance. It's fool's gold, and we like to think it calls in the real stuff. It's also really helpful for intuitive protection and spiritual protection, while also being engaged in, say, intuitive arts, whether you read tarot cards or whether you get prophetic dreams. This can help you to connect better and get clearer messages while also remaining safe and protected. Wonderful too for the brain, so that's where it relates to you, but especially in regards to memory and information recall. Also helpful for like the lungs and fever in general. So that's pyrite. And definitely Reiki can help support well-being for just about anything. And at about the 1 hour mark, we're gonna, sorry about that. We're gonna transition into sending Reiki, and I'd be more than happy to add that in. And I'm glad that you're here. You're always welcome here. And I hope that this is helpful. Jennifer, Lila Ray, good to see you both. And yeah, Laura, hang out, enjoy. We're happy to have you here. I hope that this helps. And I'll think about some other stones if they could be helpful. Let me see, actually. You know what can't hurt is Amazonite. This helps the spine and spinal nerves. So it's indicated for some neuro stuff too. So because, you know, nerves and neurology are part and parcel. So this is Amazonite, also really helpful for self-care, supporting yourself through the healing process, reminding yourself that you are worthy of the same quality and caliber of healing that you put out for others, and the same quality and caliber of care that you put out for others. Like I said, also really helpful for spinal nerves as well as the back pain and the spine itself, and also for luck, things like winnings. So let's go ahead and bring this in. I hope that brings some help. And I can always use some help with the spinal nerves because I have that issue with my controlling my legs. Awesome. Okay. So awesome. So next was Sylvia. Something in balancing the fluids in the body and for grief, not fresh grief, but long-term grief. Gotcha. So let's do that. So balancing fluids in the body. Aquamarine, Unikite, and jet. So we'll start with the fluids. Aquamarine for sure. This is great for all the fluids in the body as well as teeth and gums. Really helpful on the emotional level for themes around forgiveness, as well as deflecting like immature, petty kinds of behavior. So whether it's people taking out their aggressions and their pain on someone else just because they feel like they can, or any kind of really low vibe, like I said, kind of immature behavior, it tends to keep that at bay. Also wonderful for bringing about justice themes. So that is aquamarine. Let's actually do this one here. There we go. Wonderful. Okay. Unakite is superb for circulation, including all fluids in the body. And when it comes to women's health, it touches everything. Every phase of a woman's life, and particularly different hormonal phases, including like onset of menses, menopause, peri and pre-menopause. Also really helpful for fertility, birth, labor, delivery, prenatal, postpartum, everything. Helpful too for metabolism, balancing metabolism, and it's often thought of in regards to addictions, particularly quitting smoking. So that is Unakite. Unakite is this very earthy, kind of mossy green with little hints of pink. There we go. It can also look like, kind of have the two colors muddled together and look almost like a brownish overall. And for grief, especially the really old stuck grief, I brought in some jet. Jet is volcanically fossilized wood. So this isn't wood that was a tree that died and slowly over many, many years turned to stone. This is quite different. This is basically a tree was hit with volcanic flow and was turned into this very quickly. It's excellent for grief, quick transitions. It's very associated with like the death card in the tarot. It helps with even really close loss, like partner or spouse. Helpful too for protection against like the evil eye, paranormal stuff, definitely a spooky month stone. And also for supporting anyone that works in hospice or is working around someone or maybe even an animal companion that's close to crossing. This is also a really helpful stone in regards to not only the grief in the immediate, the shock of it, but as we move through it, it very much helps to keep us from sinking into the depths of it. It helps us to keep moving through that pain. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on top of our rose quartz to bring in a little extra love. There's also one other stone. I want to bring in dragon's blood for you. This one is very, very helpful with themes around moving past grief and loss. It's also really helpful with patience, particularly patience for yourself, also with others, but definitely for yourself. It helps with learning from our mistakes. It's also a great stone for kind of hitting reset on our nervous system. It's thought to boost the immune system to some extent. And it helps to relieve a lot of self-pity. So if you're kind of stuck in that wallowing phase, this is another stone that can be helpful. Also great for just optimism, happiness, and wisdom in general. But this is a truly beautiful stone for grief and loss. And that's dragon's blood. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this in. We'll see where. For now, I'm going to put it right here. And we'll see where that ends up. But all the best to you, Sylvia. I hope you're doing well. Let me know how else I can help you. And Lila Ray, good to see you again. Requesting again for focus, motivation, and energy, especially for your son to get all of his school stuff done. Absolutely. So focus and motivation. Bringing in some bumblebee jasper. Some rutilated quartz, which was also requested by Chris. And let's see. There you go. So let's start with this bumblebee jasper. Beautiful yellow to get us going, get us optimistic, get us happy again. Wonderful for physical energy and also mental focus. So it really hits a lot of the requests that you made on the head. This is helpful for decision making, for balancing yin and yang within the body, but more than anything, it really helps with empowering everything from manifestation to your want to step in, sink your teeth into work, and get stuff done. It's great for motivation. It's great for confidence and just positivity in general. It's also really helpful for just sort of like vital energy. If you feel really physically just sort of blah, like you just don't have the physical energy, Bumblebee Jasper is very invigorating. This is a stone that has a great deal of both sulfur and arsenic, so definitely be careful with it. So that's Bumblebee Jasper. And let's see where else we go. We've got rutilated quartz. This is very helpful for mental focus as well. These rutils are thought to direct energy where it's most needed when we're getting any kind of healing. And it's especially helpful for balancing the mind and focusing the mind. Also, too, when we're really low energy, especially if we're really run down, if we're getting better from being sick or just overwhelmed, this is a stone that can give us a big boost in the energy department. So that is rutilated quartz. So let's go ahead and let's put this here. Let's put that there. Okay, and we'll keep going. Here, let's see if we can maybe spread out the lighting situation. Still haven't figured out the best lighting situation since moving into the new apartment. I'm going to be doing some more work on that tomorrow and this weekend. Yeah, awesome. So I feel like, let's see, focus, motivation, energy. I also brought in polychrome jasper. This one really helps with motivation, as well as confidence and just breaking up that feeling stuck kind of vibe. So this is polychrome jasper. It really helps to reinvigorate our passions in life, things that we're connected to, our goals. Emerald is also helpful, as we covered in a little bit ago, but this one can really help break up that like lethargy, that indifference, that stuck feeling. It helps to bring a lot of confidence. It also helps to encourage physical movement. So if you've been having trouble like getting up out of chairs and off the couch and like physically getting re-engaged in life, polychrome jasper can really, really help. So we'll go ahead and bring that in too. So all the best to your son and all the best to you, Lila Ray. You're so welcome. And you're so welcome, Sylvia. Absolutely. I'm so glad you're here, that you got to hang out with us. Jennifer, let's see what we can do to support you. Swinging by while you're out running errands. Good to multitask. Awesome. Intentions this week to feel less Mercury retrograde type foibles. Tired of dropping everything, spilling stuff, and making dumb mistakes. Totally understand. Definitely the mental focus stones are going to help, like rutilated and bumblebee jasper. Definitely help with that. Because you say Mercury retrograde, like, I'm definitely going to include some stones I'd normally include for that. Hopefully things will feel a lot less like kind of soupy and stuck and weird after the lunar eclipse. So let's see what we got. Definitely labradorite will help. This will also help Lila Ray's son too. So labradorite does so many wonderful things, but it's especially helpful for things like detailed attention. So that might help kind of with the quality of mental focus. Also wonderful for customer service stuff, resolving disputes, which is always a good thing to have. Helps with better sleep and clairvoyance. So your ability, your spiritual sight, if you will. Wonderful too for enjoying travel. And just a lot of, it's great for research and study, but especially like detailed attention. And if you feel like your focus is everywhere, but where it needs to be, this might be a helpful stone. So we'll bring in labradorite. And also going to bring in another stone that's often associated with research and study, because I think it relates here. And that's tiger eye. This is really good for big picture thinking and like entrepreneurial everything. And I know you own your own business, very similar to mine. This helps to, it's protective in many ways, like spiritually protective, but especially against envy and jealousy. But it's also just wonderful for like bolstering courage, strength, balance, internal harmony. It's very helpful for seeing, like I said, that big picture, seeing a little bit of everything so you can come up with better plans, and it's less like piecemeal, catch as catch can, everything feels like it's floating. It brings things into a little bit more balance and harmony. So we'll bring that in. So that's golden tiger eye or tiger eye. Awesome. And I'm going to keep thinking about stuff for that too. Hey, Kanta. Hello from rural southwestern Virginia. Just stopping by to like and request crystals for navigating vaccine side effects. Absolutely. Well, go lie down again and listen in bed. Thank you. Absolutely. I couldn't be happier to support you through that. They, like I said yesterday, they always threw me for a loop. I'm so grateful for them, but yeah, I need to like schedule a couple days afterwards to like adjust. So let's bring in, definitely the rutilated will help you with bringing back energy. Let's also bring in moss agate. Let's bring in moss agate and, oh, thank you on the ballet dancer hairdo. Thank you. Today is, oh, quick, I have to get on stream. So I've got like my old sweater just thrown on, just quickly brushed my hair back. So thank you. So 2 stones that have a lot to do with general well-being and health and balance. One is tree agate. This is sacred in Ayurveda, which is the sister science to yoga. And in that regard, this helps to balance all the energies within the body and really helps wherever the imbalance is to bring it back in alignment. So this is thought to basically reharmonize everyone, no matter the type of imbalance you might have. And so we will definitely bring that in. So let's go ahead and bring this in. So that's tree agate. Let's also go ahead and, for now, we'll move these out here. We'll see where they end up. Additionally, there's moss agate, which is revered in Chinese medicine. And this is thought to help infection and illness of all variety within the body, helps your body to like kind of make the most of it and get control of things. Also really helps with connection to nature and moving fears of the unknown out of the way. Wonderful too for connection to the inner child and higher self work if you're doing any of that. Very, very helpful for connection to spirit and unconditional love. But this is wonderful for, again, coming into great physical balance within the body. So we will bring that in. And definitely the like energy kind of crystals that we've mentioned so far, like rutilated and bumblebee jasper, will be very, very helpful for you as you kind of bounce back. So get that rest. It's good to see you, and I hope you feel better soon. Awesome. Oh, I'm so sorry about your, I'm sorry you lost your dog. You're welcome, Counta. I have not been to Stamford, Connecticut. I last was through Connecticut when I was visiting Canada, visiting family in Canada. But yeah, let's see what we can bring through. That'll be a great service dog too. Yeah, that'll be an excellent service dog. Well, let's say in celebration of the service dog that you will get next year, let's bring in some leopard skin jasper. This one helps with healing, well-being, and connection to animals. Whether it's our animal companions. Ooh, this is a little bit light. Yeah, it's a little bit bright. Hang on. That's a little bit better. So leopard skin jasper helps us to connect with our animal companions as well as our animal guides, and can also help with healing work with animals. This is a wonderful stone for coordination and balance, anything impacting the skin, and also wonderful at attracting a soulmate. So we'll bring this in. Hey, Catherine. Good afternoon to you also. So I hope that that helps. I hope that that helps. I believe it was Laura. Laura, I hope that helps. And I'm glad that you're here. And let's get a couple more of Chris's requests. Let's do some green aventurine, citrine, ruby, and garnet. Garnet might even help Jen a little bit. Let's see what else we got here. Catherine, financial abundance, creativity, and migraine. You're the second one in here with a migraine today. I'm so sorry. We have pink tourmaline is in the grid, and which is great for migraines. We also have rhodochrosite, which is great for headaches. I'm going to bring in a couple more headache stones too. For financial abundance, citrine. This one was requested by Chris too. And this is honestly one that we use almost every day here. This is one that helps with attracting financial abundance and even making good financial decisions. It's also really helpful for compulsions and addictions if anyone's struggling with that, as well as nausea, fibromyalgia pain, and balancing logic with intuition. So that is citrine. Let's go ahead and manifest some financial abundance there. There we go. Aventurine helps us to expand our vision of our soul's potential. It's also great for heart rhythms, allergies, eye problems, fertility, and really being supportive of us to see ourselves as more capable than we might believe. Because oftentimes we sell ourselves short. We don't think like, oh, I could never do that. And really, that's not necessarily true. It's like, yeah, of course you can do that. Maybe you need a little support, but then here's aventurine to support you with that. So we'll bring that in. and ruby and garnet. So ruby is helpful for having the courage to be yourself, as well as themes regarding leadership and management skills. Really helpful too for both love and fertility. And that is ruby. Oh, my cat's name? Oh, that's Gertie. I have Gertie and Hattie, and they both look very similar. And I brought them in. I was fostering them and the other kitten in the trio, and I took care of them and got them better from ringworm, and got a great home for their sister Dottie. And then nobody was putting in applications for these two. They really needed to go together. So they stayed with me. And Gertie is asleep right now, and Hattie, I think, is asleep in my armchair right now. But if they are up, I will snag them, and I will put them back on camera for you for sure. But yeah, her name is Gertie. Let's see if I can actually take the camera on a little field trip. There she is. There she is. Pardon the unpacking that's still going on. Working on that again tomorrow and this weekend. I just moved in here beginning of September, and it's still adjusting. But yeah, that is Gertie. Awesome. So let's see. Financial abundance too. Okay, so garnet, this is requested by Chris, and I think this will help Jen also. Garnet is wonderful for organization, practicality, thinking the best ways to move through. This also helps creativity, so it is a little bit helpful for you, Catherine. Helps with strength in times of change and really finding the best way to get things done. So we'll definitely bring this in. I love garnet and ruby together. I feel like they really empower one another. And let's see. Creativity, we definitely have carnelian, which helps a lot with creativity. Let's also do some chrysoprase. Actually, no, chrysocolla. This can help with making decisions that line up with our highest good and highest potential. But this is also a wonderful stone for embracing and even like kind of connecting with new techniques and methods of being creative, like new outlets of creativity, which can help us to learn about ourselves, help us to tap into our soul's purpose, and really just give us another creative outlet. Also wonderful for encouragement as you follow your soul's purpose. So that is chrysocolla. Let's put these stones here and here for now. There we go. And another one for creativity. Azurite. This helps with awakening the spiritual self and connecting with insight and intuition. It really empowers creativity. It helps to relieve indecision. It helps to relieve a lot of worry, but it's also wonderful for connecting with your guides, gaining spiritual wisdom, especially from intuitive sources. It's great for dissolving obstacles and energy blocks. Wonderful too for calming the mind, especially while meditating or doing spiritual work if you find that your mind is wandering unnecessarily. So that is azurite, which is definitely this beautiful azure blue. The camera doesn't even know what to make of it. And it's found very close to copper, chrysocolla, and malachite. So yeah, we will bring this in. Let's put you right here. Let's see, Catherine. So financial abundance, creativity, migraine. So definitely some more headache stuff. Let's bring in some blue lace agate. This can really help with tension headaches. It's also wonderful with expression, which can definitely help creativity. This is especially helpful with expressing really difficult and challenging emotions. Helps with skin allergies, sore throat, anything impacting the throat at all, actually, as well as arthritis and fractures, but really, really good for tension headaches. Ooh. There we go. I hope that that's helpful for you. And for creativity, one of the key components of creativity and kind of why, one of the reasons why I thought blue lace agate would be helpful is that it's one thing to be creative. It's another thing to be able to express it. It's definitely a two-part thing. Sodalite is a stone that can really aid in expression, regardless of what type or style of expression that might be, whether it's speaking, writing, painting, dancing, singing, performing, what have you. It can really help you to get things through. And expression is very much involved in the throat chakra, where creativity in and of itself is very much sacral, which is just beneath the navel. So this helps also, sodalite helps also with relieving symptoms of menopause, with support during things like homesickness, and really helps with grounding impulses. So that is sodalite. So that should help you express that creativity much more easily. Good to see you, Catherine. I hope you're well. Awesome. And let's see what else we had under Chris's requests. Lapis and blue apatite. So lapis, blue apatite, and I think we got almost all the others. Oh, sapphire? Yeah. And iolite. Okay. So lapis is beautiful, and this one can help with integrity, like embodying integrity and growing into our integrity. This helps to foster and support open, honest communication, and with things like personal responsibility, follow through, owning your commitments. It also helps with career improvement, and it's one that is thought to help with the inner ear, especially in regards to vertigo and hearing loss. So that's what this one is. Also helpful for pain and inflammation. Oh, hey. Hey, Hattie, I'm right here. Did you wake up and think you were lost? Come on up, little butt. Oh, it looks like we're going to get to see a Hattie. Yeah? Oh, it's a Hattie. Doop-a-doo. So here's the other kitty. You got some purrs for us? A little bit of purrs. Okay, one more cuddle smoosh. How are you today, little babes? Oh, yes, Hattie. We were just talking about you. How you feeling, little baby? You good, little buns? Oh, there we go. Nice and cuddly. I'm right here. Yes. So there we go. At least we got another view of the kitties. Okay, let's see. Awesome. Yes, so as I was saying, lapis, also good for pain and inflammation. Beautiful blue. Let's go ahead and place this right here, here, here. Let's actually do them here. There we go. Next is iolite. This can help with clairvoyance and our spiritual connection. Wonderful too for fever, as well as any kind of intuitive issues that would keep you awake at night. Like if you find it hard to do Reiki and meditate all day, you feel almost too wired to sleep, this can be really helpful. Also wonderful for weight loss if that's an intention. And any kind of shamanic journeying, visionary meditation, anything like that can be really helpful. So let's put these two here. Next is sapphire. Aids with connection to our angels and our spirit guides. This is also helpful for speedy justice, as well as the thyroid, eyes, ears. It's thought to aid those with dementia, as well as those who care for and about them. And it's really just wonderful for channeling and mediumship. It's a very powerful stone of intuitive connection. So highly recommended for anyone that does any kind of channeling work. So that is sapphire. I'll put that right behind that lapis. So much blue. And we've got blue apatite to add to more blue. This is a stone that can be very, very helpful when it comes to things like weight loss. If you have an intention around that, definitely, go ahead and use this stone. It's also just helpful for any kind of new relationship to food, whether it's weight loss or even weight gain, or just a healthier way to look at food or approach food, or the role it plays in your life in any capacity. Helpful too for learning about your soul's purpose and for the courage to kind of step out there and start working along with your soul's purpose if you feel like you need that push. Helpful too for strengthening your auric field. So if you're someone who feels empathic, you take on the energy of others, this can help to strengthen your energy field so you're less inclined to do that. It's also wonderful too for just internal peace and harmony, which, it's never a bad day for that, but at this particular time in history, yes, please, more of that. So that is blue apatite. And yeah, awesome. Let's see what else we have down here. Hey, Heart. Oh, I did see a missed call from you just before I hopped on here. Okay, awesome. Enjoy, Chris, and happy birthday. Let's see. Listening now, but finishing some other things. Okay, so Heart, let's see. We did have a request for obsidian from Chris. Okay. The babies are grooming each other. So let's go ahead with mahogany obsidian. This helps with releasing perfectionism, meeting goals, and also for vitality and strength. This is one that helps us to relieve anger, and it also helps us to let go of the need for approval from others. It can be wonderful for that. Like, I know I struggle with it, that a done something is better than a perfect nothing. I have to remind myself of that throughout the day, or else I would finish nothing. So this is very, very helpful. So that's mahogany obsidian. So let's bring this in here and here. And Heart, something to move our energy of others, help us bring in abundance of good things and remove negative thinking. Absolutely. So let's bring in zoisite. This helps with releasing negativity in general. It's also helpful for connecting with nature, which can be really supportive of things like if you struggle with seasonal affective disorder, this is thought to be something that can help. It's also great at facing problems, challenges, and setbacks, especially if you tend to procrastinate or just feel so overwhelmed by all of the little things that have added up, you feel like you can't make any steps on anything. Zoisite's very helpful for that. So yeah, definitely a remover of obstacles type stone. So where shall we put you? Let's put you here and here. Okay. And let's think of something else for just a little bit of balance. definitely want to bring in not taking on energy of others. That is a good thing. Let's go ahead and bring in some Dalmatian jasper. Dalmatian jasper can really help to remove other people's energy from our energy field because it is black tourmaline going through jasper. And black tourmaline helps to repel and dispel negative energy. So it's great for clearing our energy field. It really helps to create a space for like optimizing cooperation amongst people. Helps too with digestive disorders from acid reflux to IBS to Crohn's. And it's also really helpful for breaking up things like cynicism, jadedness, like if you just feel like, sort of eye roll at everything. This is a stone that can kind of release the energy that makes that kind of want to hang around. So let's bring this out. I feel like this can help us to release a lot of other folks' energy. So let's do... Woo. Knocking over stones. That's what I do, knock over stones. Here, here. I'm also going to even out the grid a little bit by bringing in one other big piece here. And with that, I think we're going to get ready. Oh, your birthday's coming up too? Oh, you're going to be 44. No way. I'm going to be 43 in January, so we're not far apart from each other. Oh, kitties are overstimulated. Yes, they are. Okay, so I'm going to throw in the last couple of stones, and then we're going to move on because I do have a hard stop time today because it's Wednesday, and I teach Reiki in the afternoons. So let's do this, and 2 more stones. I'm going to put in Septarian for Patty in case she watches this later. Septarian is very helpful for muscle pain and spasm, as well as emotional healing and encouraging and strengthening the solar plexus, which is the center of self, personal identity, and free will. This is a stone that can help you with the underlying causes of beliefs. It can help with habits, things that you might not even know that you're doing based on past pain, but that's where it's coming from. So great with supporting you to be vulnerable in your healing process. So that is Septarian. And we will go ahead and put this here, here. Let's see. And then the last stone I'm going to add is going to be for Chris when she watches this later. Let's see. There we go. So the last stone is for Chris when you watch this later. Consider this to be like a candle on a birthday cake. This is a clear quartz point. And so clear quartz can help to, especially when it's in a point like this, can help to send the energy upward to the heavens, in a sense. It also stands in for any stones that we may not have that we want to be present in a grid, and can be a wonderful way to like hold and even program for a specific intention. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the center of the grid with the intention that it helped to serve as like a birthday candle or birthday wish to basically magnify Chris's intentions. So Chris, if you want to make a wish on that to the universe, you go right ahead. Happy birthday, enjoy, and thank you as always for being such a strong supporter of my channel too. Really appreciate you. Appreciate all of you. There we go. So happy birthday to Chris. Whoop. Oh, that came out great. So let's go ahead and I'm going to do the thing that I do where I talk about what Reiki is, how you can make the most of your session, and then we're going to get into the Reiki. While I do that, please help me lift the energy of the space that you are at and that we're all sharing. Take a deep breath in and out and just reflect on the things that you're grateful for. And if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and click that live chat button and share them in the chat, whatever you're comfortable sharing. Anything that you're grateful for, anything at all. And if you're watching this on the delay or as a replay, just take a deep breath in and out and just think about them. It will shift the energy of where you're at so quickly and so powerfully. I'll do the thing that I normally do, and then we're going to get into the session. So as I said at the beginning of the stream, my name is Danielle Stimpson. I'm so glad to have you here. If you'd like to learn more about my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one healing or tarot reading, or if you'd like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description, as are all of my social media and my email newsletter. Definitely check those out. If you are on TikTok, please follow me there. I'm trying to build up my followers there. And yeah, I'm so grateful to have you here. I stream live 5 times a week, same days, same times every week, so you can make healing part of your regular routine from the comfort of wherever you happen to be and whenever it's convenient for you. So, as I said, thanks for being here. So what is Reiki? Well, Reiki it's more or less become a catch-all term for energy healing in the West. But specifically, I work with what's known as Usui Reiki. And this particular method was founded by Mikao Usui in the early 1920s in Japan, during a really difficult time in Japan's history. You could not teach anything that could even be construed as religion, or it was just bad news. So this was a particular approach to healing with energy that was deeply spiritual, but completely secular. And I feel like that's a big part of why it resonates with us so much in the West. So Reiki translates to spiritually guided soul energy. And what energy kind of translates to, really, for that, we're best to look at the indigenous faith indigenous belief structure of Japan, known as Shintoism, in which everyone and everything has a soul. And it's thought that all of those souls are interconnected, inextricably linked, and that spirit, however you would define it in this case, provides this life-sustaining, soul-sustaining energy that makes us everything that we are, besides just a bunch of cells. It completely animates us as a spiritual being. And that our body, mind, and spirit are always working with this energy to help bring about the greatest balance and healing that we can experience moment to moment. And essentially what I'll be doing today is using Usui's techniques to connect to that energy and direct even more of it to you wherever you happen to be and whenever you happen to be watching this. More on that in a moment. So to make the most of your session, I usually suggest getting nice and just chill. Wherever you happen to be, go ahead and find the most comfortable position. Sitting up, lying down, doesn't matter one bit. Or if you feel like you'd rather move around, you can integrate this with like some stretches, some yoga, journaling, creative stuff, writing, painting, anything that feels right in this moment. There's no wrong way to enjoy this time. But if you want to just get cozy, close your eyes and take a little nap, that sounds great to me. You don't have to do anything. You definitely don't have to focus on anything or keep your mind clear. You can if you want to, but however you show up, Reiki will support you. During the session, I will turn the lights down. You'll notice that they move slowly and gently from one color to the next. At no point will they flash or strobe. And I will turn the music up. So if you want to learn more about our musical creator, check out the bottom of the description where you can see a link to her channel and her website, and give her a little bit of support if you enjoy it. After the session, which will last about 25 minutes, I will gently guide you back. You'll hear my voice come back in. I'll invite you to take a deep breath in and out, slowly come back to the room. And at that point, I'll be able to re-engage with you in chat and be able to answer any questions or hear any of your particular experiences. And I'll be more than happy to do that. Thank you so much for being here. And as I mentioned, as far as time, I'm here 5 times a week. You can always join me live, but if you can't join me live, you can also go on ahead and just enjoy this whenever you feel like you need a little bit of a Reiki pick-me-up, because Reiki, unlike us as humans, Reiki can be everywhere all the time. So whenever you're watching this video, the Reiki energy is here for you to enjoy however you might be feeling today. You can also, those of you who are live, anytime you need a little Reiki pick-me-up, just check out our past healing live streams playlist, and you can go ahead and watch any past healing that you want to enjoy, and I'll be able to be there for you. So let's go ahead take another look at this grid, and again wish a happy birthday to Chris, who is going to be watching this a little bit later. Happy birthday, Chris, and get into the healing. Oh, that came out really pretty. Let's see. Oh, Carly, wonderful to see you. I hope you're doing well. Oh, you're so welcome, hon. Let's see. Awesome. So Laura, thank you so much. It's wonderful to meet you too. You're always welcome here. Joanna, it's wonderful to see you. Grateful for warm days in upstate New York. Grateful for autumn. Grateful for this group. Thank you. I'm grateful for this group too. Y'all are wonderful. Okay, so everybody go ahead, get nice and cozy. I'm going to start sending that Reiki. I'm going to send it's only going to be a little bit over 20 minutes today, unfortunately, because I do have a hard stop time. Sorry, but enjoy. And I will see you on the other side of the session. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes if you need. Thank you so much for being here with me this afternoon. If you have any questions or anything to share, go ahead and enter them into the chat. My next stream is Friday at both 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. East Coast U.S. time, and again Sunday at 8 p.m. East Coast U.S. time. Thank you, Catherine. You have a great rest of your week as well. Love and peace to you as well, heart. And Joanna, prayers and love to you too. Definitely hit that like button on your way out if you don't mind. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this stream to a close with an abundance of gratitude to all of you. Sylvia, you have a good evening too. Good to see you. I hope to see you again soon, and definitely stop in anytime. Thank you so much for being here today. And and have a great rest of your day, Laura. And Carly, I'm so glad. You're so welcome. And I hope you have a great day too. And I hope to see you again soon too. Next student-only Reiki shares are, next one is Monday at 6 p.m. Same link and all that. So if you happen to make it, awesome. And if not, lots of love to you. So everyone have a wonderful rest of your evening or day or morning, wherever you happen to be when you're watching this. And I hope to see you again soon. Take care and bye for now.